Hi, and welcome to another episode of Go Bros. I'm Philip.
And I'm Luke, and today we are going to review a multiplayer game called Vendetta Online.
This is a game, Luke, that I've been wanting to play with you for the longest time. I don't think we've played it together yet.
No, I actually downloaded it a long time ago, before you had a Go. And now we both have one, and I don't know. I don't know what happened. Why we haven't done this yet.
The way I figured out about this game, I don't even know if it was by accident, if someone told me on Reddit, but growing up, we had a wonderful game by Ambrosia Software called Escape Velocity.
Yes, I love that game.
Love that game so much. This is like the VR equivalent of that. You start out, you buy a ship, and you fly around, and you can either blow up pirates to get money, or you can trade to get money, or you can mine asteroids to get money.
Yeah, lots of different avenues you can choose to take. And so I'm excited to see how, I think this is a pattern that a lot of game manufacturers could follow. Take some of those really cool old school games, which I can't believe I'm calling that an old school game, and make it a VR experience. So I'm excited to see what this is like. I have downloaded so many different space type games. I can't say that I remember what I'm about ready to see here, because I downloaded it again a long time ago and haven't opened it up since. So I think we should dive in and see what happens.
Sounds good to me. Let's do it. All right. As you can see, we're wearing our headsets, and I am currently flying away from the space station I was in, and I am in a beautiful area. This planet has this beautiful bronze-colored ring around it. It's beautiful.
I just left another station. I'm a little bit further away from Philip. You can we probably have the same cockpit, I'm assuming. We can change the cockpits. But I was doing other missions, so I got to go find Philip and go meet him someplace. So I'm flying there now. I'm heading to a wormhole. So yeah, we talked a little bit in the intro that this reminded us of Escape Velocity. Yep. And it definitely has that vibe. You know, when you're in the game, for me, one of the great experiences about this, this for me has to be done from a gamepad. It works with the Go controller, and
it actually works great. It works great with the Go controller until you're done with your first ship and you don't have enough.
Correct. Right. If you want to start doing like more advanced stuff, you're gonna really wish you had a gamepad. The reason why I like having the gamepad is, to me, it's like flying in the cockpit, where I can move around freely and still have my hands on the controls of the ship. When I started doing combat, it was a little difficult to do combat from the Go controller. I'm not gonna lie, but having a gamepad, it helped tremendously. Being able to just navigate the ship and attack multiple enemies at the same time, I just made it a lot easier. So yeah, the content of the game, you can see where I'm at now in my cockpit. You've got on the left, it's what's in front of me. On my right, it's what's behind me. Below the rear optical, you can see I've got my current mass and my cargo. The percentage, it looks like it says 100% ping. That's not what that means. I'm at 100% health, and the ping is good. It's green. That's a good thing. And they're two unrelated things. So that 100% will go yellow if you take a hit, and then it will go red if you're about to die. Where am I headed? I'm headed here.
While Luke's doing that, just for fun, I'm already in the place that we decided to meet, and I'm mining. And Luke and I are actually planning on dueling, and I just realized I don't know if I have weapons.
Then I would love to duel, because if you look at my weapons are listed underneath my front radar. It's not radar, sensors. I have 3 different weapons I can shoot at you. So you are going down. I have these massive energy launchers and then 2 side ones.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just have mining lasers. I think I'm dual wielding mining lasers, and then I have a scanner so I know what's at the asteroid before I start mining.
What was that episode of Next Generation where Will Riker's like, Captain, they are armed with lasers. Lasers?
I just watched that episode not too long ago.
That's cute. Beam a photon torpedo onto their bridge. I think that wasn't actually in the show. It was more of a meme.
Yeah, they've done. They've did a Star Wars crossover with those clips.
One thing that is, so you have the chat, which is above me here. We're both in channel 100, I would assume. The chat works. You can do that from the go. That is not necessarily fun to do.
Do you see me in chat?
Yep. Yo is pretty much the extent of what I can do from the Go controller.
It would be cool if they had voice to chat, and that's something I feel like Oculus was really trying to do with a lot of apps, and they just kind of tanked it and realized there's no way. But that would have been nice.
Yeah, though to make up for it, there is voice chat built into the game, and I'm all a fan of built-in VoIP. And because this is cross-platform, I don't know if we talked about that, but it's cross-platform on iOS, Android, Windows, and Mac, and I think Linux too. So the advantage of that is that the VoIP chat works across all the platforms as well. So that makes when you start to do group games, you can start a guild. Guild chat is great as well. So it just makes for doing combat missions and stuff a lot easier when you are working with the voice instead of having to type it all out. Where are you?
Yeah, I see that you just entered my radar range. So you're behind me. Let's get you in front of me, and then.
Oh, so if you look above, right in front of my eyes, there's an F/A. That's flight assist. I leave that on when I'm navigating long distances, but when I get ready to fight, I turn that off so I can do these kind of maneuvers. Full stop. There we go. Okay, so let's see if I can try to duel you here. There we go. Come. Oh, look at you. There you are. That's like a pretty ship.
I don't remember what color I am.
Missions. There it is. Dueling is a good dual action. Dual challenge character name. Okay, so that's what I need to do. Challenge. Dual challenge. Okay. Let's type it again. Done.
Okay. Challenge me to a duel. Type /duel accept Kubi Luffy. Okay.
I like that you can also strafe like this. So again, you are in space. So you have the free motion. Right now I'm not moving in any direction. I'm just spinning my ship. But while you're looking at somebody, you can zoom, go up, go straight down. You can also strafe. I mean, so like this is great when you're like in combat. You can do some pretty sick maneuvers here, and you can also do this little maneuver.
The duel has begun. Your combat license is too low. This duel will not be recorded, but it means we can still do it.
Okay.
Right. But this is like the episode, though, of Star Trek Next Generation. Spoiler alert coming up, where Riker goes and gets on like a really older ship that's been derelict for a while, and they like fire lasers at each other. Don't kill me yet. Come on, let me shoot you with my lasers. Let me hit you with my mining lasers.
Go for it.
If it'll even let me. All right, hold still though. I get really close.
Still? Okay, let me.
I have to be like within 10 meters.
Don't hit me.
I boosted. I boosted. Hold on. Slow down. Stop ship. Stop ship. There we go. There are no resources to mine here. I can't even damage you. This is just like the Next Generation. Oh, boom. What was that? Eat lasers. I scan you. You.
What are you, a Borg? There he goes. Oh, look, I can steal some stuff from him.
Oh. I hope it lets you buy back my ship for free. Yeah, it did. It did.
Oh, that was fun. Okay. He left my radar range.
So I actually feel like we could probably take off the headsets and talk about this app.
Yeah, absolutely. Once I get your loot. Hold on just a second here.
Get my loot.
Let's take off the headsets.
All right. So we got the headsets off. Luke, thoughts to you first.
I love it. I don't know if you could probably tell from my reaction during during the gameplay, but I had a lot of fun. I found that having a gamepad and a swivel chair make it a lot easier to play. So in combat situations, I can see what's going on all around me. One of the powerful things I think about this game is it lets you choose how you want to play. You can be a miner, you can be a trader, you can do reconnaissance, you can do combat, and you can level up different licenses and choose different ships based on any kind of trajectory you want to go. So you can focus all on combat and end up in like a fighter or a warship that has no cargo capacity to speak of and no mining capabilities. Or you can go a completely different direction and go mining and like Philip just did, just have lasers and die in a fight in an instant. There's not a wrong way to play this game. I mean, unless you decide to be a miner and get in a fight. There's no wrong way to play this game. So I enjoy it. I feel like it opens the door to a lot of possibilities. I think it's a great fit for the Go. The fact that it works on cross-platform is a win. I really enjoy it.
It was one of my first purchases, and I loved how easy it was to fly with just the Go controller when you're starting out in the tutorial ship. It's really a lot of fun. For $3, it's better than any other space game I've played on the Go. Now, I haven't played them all, because there's a zillion of them, because a lot of them just use some cheap free stuff in Unity. But it's definitely the best space game on the Go because it was made for PC, and they just discovered it was, I guess, I don't know if it was built in the Unity engine and they were already on low poly graphics because it's been around for a long time or what. It's real easy to port to the Go. My biggest gripe is, unlike, because this is an MMO essentially, this is a massively online game
with different factions you could be a part of. We were part of the Atani Federation, but you can be one of, I think, 5 different federations?
I think it's 3.
3?
I think it's 3. Yeah, I think you just have a choice of 3. There's like the 2 that hate each other, and then there's like the one that's kind of neutral-ish.
Right.
So those of you who've watched the sci-fi show that's now owned by Amazon, The Expanse, is very much like that. You got the Belters, which is kind of neutral in the middle. You got Mars, and you got Earth. Is what it kind of felt like to me whenever I picked a faction. Yeah. But the biggest gripe for me is just from a social aspect, there's no missions you can grab together. Once you level up, you can start grabbing combat missions to do together, but simple trade missions you can't run together. And in typical MMOs, World of Warcraft, Aeon, Star Trek Online, you can party up, and then you can even share missions that one of you grabbed and the other one didn't, and share and run those missions together.
And are you sure that's true for things like the trading missions as well, that if you don't level up your license, you cannot share those as well?
Well, no, it's just you don't get to share those ever. The only missions, from what I've read, the only missions you can share are just combat missions.
Yeah. There is definitely a lot of push on that side. And even what we didn't show you was, I mentioned one of the ships you can get is like a battleship. When you do partner up, you can have people pairing up in fighters all attacking together, but you can also play multiple people in the same ship where you are a gunner on a ship, which is a really cool thing as well. Someone let me be a gunner on their ship in a battle, and that was a lot of fun. So I don't have my ship, I'm on theirs. I don't get to fly anywhere, I'm just a gunner. But that's a really cool battle as well.
What's cool too is they made it to where you can test that out, and it kind of gives you like, this is what this game has to offer. Like in the very first level you go to, the first area, there's just an NPC like battleship flying around, and you can just fly your ship up into its butt, dock in there, and then all of a sudden, and then you can pick which turret you want to run. It's a very limited view. At least the one I popped into, it's a very limited view of what you can look around in, but that's still really cool that you could all be.
Which is true, is what you'd have if you were a gunner.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's true too. Yeah.
So yeah, this one for me, it's a key. So much so that I play this every break I get at work and stuff. I pop my headset on. I go do a couple of Vendetta missions. I'm trying to level myself up, get a bigger ship. So I'd like to do some more multiplayer combat missions. So I'm super stoked for it.
The only thing that I would compare it to would be, if I was to play this, the only thing I would try to play is, I've done it and it works, would be like, we don't have, Luke, I speak for you too, we don't have like big gaming PCs. So some people will take some PCs they grew up loving, and then they'll use special software that'll then allow it to be rendered in VR, and they could stream it to the Go and then play it, but their computer's doing all the work. I could with Star Trek Online even though my computer's not powerful enough to make it VR in my headset, I could run something like immersed VR or virtual desktop, and I could have it loading on my computer. Then I could go lay in bed with a controller, and I could play Star Trek Online. but still, the whole thing that makes the Go so amazing is just pick it up, put it on, play it.
Yep. And that's
Whereas
for me,
everything
like to be able to just jump into I don't know, there's just like, I don't know if my chair, it's a nice office chair and it's got the nice Captain Picard armrests on it that I can grab a hold of. It feels right. For the Go and Vendetta Online, they feel like they were made together. I dig it.
All right, well, that wraps up another episode of Go Bros. Sorry, Vendetta Online, it took us so long to review it, but there it is. We love it. Check it out. It's only $3. You'll love this game. It's a lot of fun. And don't forget to check out my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Philip from Go Bros. Luke?
Yep, and don't forget to like this video with a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave us some comments below. We always read those comments. And please don't forget to subscribe.
Until next time, I'm Philip.
And I'm Luke. We'll see you again on the next episode.